It is just over a year since Elon Musk officially became the owner of Twitter, which is now known as X. Since the takeover, there have been significant changes in the app, accompanied by a 16% decline in daily active users, substantial workforce reductions, and losing over half its value if you're looking at the measure of the company. Joining us right now to break down how we got there is Ben Mezrich. His latest book is called Breaking Twitter, Elon Musk and the Most Controversial Corporate Takeover in History. And Ben, let's break this down.
Sure.
What happened?
So Elon came in for noble reasons, some would say, that he believes we're in this window of time when we can get to space, when we get to Mars, and that Twitter had become over-moderated and taken over by what he called the woke mind virus. And then he came in and trashed the place, and there's been an absolute spiral down, not just in Twitter, but the point of my book is Elon. The Elon before Twitter and the Elon after Twitter are two different Elons. And Elon didn't just break Twitter, Twitter broke Elon Musk. And so, you know, the Elon of today is not beloved by everybody. He's not considered the Edison of our times. Half the country is his fan, and the other half of the country hates him. So not only did he destroy this sort of global town hall, but he destroyed himself in the process.
Think he cares?
I think he cares a lot, and I think when you read the book, you'll see things that you've never seen before. He got to a point where he locked himself in his office, was so upset that the Twitter employees were considering calling in a wellness check by the San Francisco police because they thought he was going to self-harm himself. I think he truly cares about his reputation, and he was shocked. You know, he went on the Chappelle brought him on stage with him, and he got booed. And this had never happened to Elon before. And this spiral started, his kid's car got attacked, you know, and he started throwing people off Twitter in the middle of the night. This is not the Elon of calculated, of building rocket ships. This became an Elon who was striking out angrily.
Walter Isaacson would say he's always been the same Elon, and I would say he would have a totally different.
Walter and I disagree, and I think Walter, you know, is the biographer of our times, would not write Elon's biography today. Elon wrote it.
Walter, by the way, is coming on later this morning.
And once again, once again, it's a prism of the way you view the world. We spoke before the cameras came on. I think Elon, to bring Twitter back to what it was designed to be at the beginning, and that's a place where everyone can fairly express their views. He took a bullet for that, in a manner of speaking. He doesn't care about the money. He saved it, exactly what you said, from the woke orthodoxy. That's the only thing that could appear there. All the people that left Twitter, good riddance, the ones that were moderating what I was allowed to see, whether it had to do with COVID or climate change or any of these things that the woke orthodoxy has no tolerance for an opposing viewpoint. He spent his money to make sure that we can see that.
That's what started.
That's how and also, he's never going to go on Colbert now and not get booed.
Right.
I don't want to go on Colbert and not get booed. I don't want
Dave Chappelle is not Colbert.
Dave Chappelle lost his mind recently, too.
Twitter itself is no longer, he said it's going to be the most true place on the internet. If you go on Twitter now, it's conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory.
See, here's my problem with it.
Anti-Semitism, it's hate. Every now and then, he chased all the journalists off. He hates journalists. He hates major media.
But here's my problem with it. It used to be, Twitter used to be the first thing I opened every morning, even before I read my emails, because it was so good at getting me up to date, and I could trust information, a lot of it. Look, I have no problem with bringing on lots more voices. I have no problem with the moves he made to make sure that everybody can speak there.
It's not the same for you in the morning?
No, the reason it broke for me is the blue check mark.
Yeah,
when everybody got a blue check mark, now I don't know who's a conspiracy theorist and who's somebody I should actually trust.
It's a dirty circus now, and it's all about engagement and outrage. It's an engagement engine.
It's always been.
I was fine with it.
It's always been a cesspool.
I just want to know.
But it used to be a cesspool where all you could see was what the 20-year-olds
of educated intellectuals and journalists talking about the news, and now
we know how they lean on every single issue. And I need the other side. I don't want to hear what elitist intellectuals tell me I need to believe.
But Joe, back to the point. I don't want people to be able to buy a blue check mark. I'd like you to verify who people are.
Okay, that's a totally different issue than what he's talking about.
That begins the spiral downward. Is you get rid of all of the voices that are vetted, the voices that have some level of experience, and you throw up anybody who wants to pay $8. and it turns into a massive outrage.
And those are the ones
engine.
who get promoted in the algorithm.
Yeah, you get boosted by paying $8. You get boosted if you're friends with Elon.
I don't pay either. But
I don't pay because
if you look at the top,
it might not be me.
If you look at the top people on
stuff
Twitter,
that I say,
right.
I want plausible deniability. That
exactly
might be me. I might have been hacked.
I think that what's more sort of important is that it's gone from being a place where you would go on to find the truth to going a place where you'd go on to get entertained. It's a very different site. He wanted it to be a global place of truth, and he's turned it into a circus, and he's pushing it farther and farther. It's going to become a dating website. It's going to become a banking website because he's lost all the advertisers. There's no way advertisers are coming back to Twitter. I brought in Linda to sort of,
the age-old question. You want more control, more censorship, or do you want to decide for yourself what you're able to
yeah,
see?
you should have a system where there's less moderation.
I still
agree.
look at Wall Street.
I looked at it this morning.
I only follow 200 people. I'm fine with what I see.
It's the people I don't follow who get put into my feed all the time.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Go to the following feed.
No, but it's people you don't follow that get put into it anyway because the algorithm.
Put your thing on following. I put it on following.
And everyone left who you used to follow. That's the other problem. Is that he scared off everybody
you're
on one side.
Ben, you are. I love you. I know where you're coming. You think that we got to ban all short selling.
I don't actually think our politics are all that different.
Oh my
I'm
God.
somewhere in the center, but I really believe.
That's what people like you always say.
No,
they're somewhere in the center, and I'm like
Elon
a reactionary. I'm like Attila the Hun.
A little bit. A little.
You know what?
In
the universe, Ben, in the universe, an object you might be moving, or the other object might be moving past you. You don't know which is that. So I'm right in the center. I'm right in the center. Yeah.
If you're in the center,
I am right in the center. Well, you're out here. You're out here. No ban short. You're not even talking about naked short selling. You want to ban all short selling.
Yeah, I do. And listen, Korea just banned short selling, and look at it. It's doing wonderful.
Oh
Market's flying.
There has to be the other side of the trade.
No. There has to be
We will never
checks and balances.
ban short selling.
Well, we'll see. But anyways.
Now you're going to tell me about guardrails for capitalism. Okay.
I think that Elon has had a misadventure here. I think he's a different Elon now, and he unnecessarily destroyed his reputation. And also, it's a spiral of craziness. If you read the story, there is some crazy stuff that went on.
He's got a lot of his time.
He's got his faults. He definitely is, as Walter has pointed out again, he's a loose cannon and says, sometimes his humor is ill-conceived and ill-thought of, as is mine at different times. But to me, he will always be a hero for saving Twitter.
Well, I think he's a hero for the stuff he does at SpaceX and the stuff he does at Tesla.
Well, you can't
but I think he's a disaster for what he does at Twitter.
And Andrew with the flamethrower.
And you think he wouldn't do this again? You said Walter.
I don't think Walter would have written his biography
today. But do you think
I think that Walter wrote.
Do you think Elon would have bought it?
They're
going to cut us off. Do you think Elon would have bought Twitter?
I think Elon would never have bought Twitter
again.
I think it's a disaster.